What's up, you guys? It's your girl Queida here, back with another video. If you guys are new to the channel, please make sure you guys go ahead and subscribe because we're almost to 1,100 subscribers. So go ahead and click that subscribe button so you can become a real babe. And if you are existing, thanks so much for coming back to watch. I truly appreciate everybody who watches my videos. Welcome to episode 4. I'm super excited to have you guys here for episode 4. I did take a break in March, you guys. I said in the first episode, like, if I need to take a break or if I need to lay down, I'm not going to feel guilty about it. I'm not going to feel bad about it. March was a month of ups and downs, and I felt like I just needed to take a step back. But now April is here. I'm feeling good, and I'm ready to get back into the motions of it. Also, my birthday was in March. It was March 26th, 94 baby. So I just turned 32. My birthday was good. I just went out to eat, nothing like super special, and I just really feel like I had a reflection period. I have been having like some health concerns as well. Not to get too deep into what I have going on. The health concerns are, you know, things I just need to change my eating and start exercising and really taking care of myself, because 30s is the time. Like 20s are the time, but the 30s are really the time to start getting things in motion, getting things together to prepare, right, for your later time in life. So I am definitely eating better, eating more fiber, trying not to eat out as much. It's hard. It's hard not to eat fried food. It's hard not to eat greasy food. It is so hard, but it's definitely going to be worth it in the long run. I just need to continue to like to eat healthy snacks, no chips. Like I just had some Cheetos, but mind your business. And I'm doing better. I'm eating better. I'm trying to eat better and just overall just be better as a person. And yeah. So in this episode 4, super excited. I got my iPad here. I probably will only use the cue cards whenever I have a guest, but the iPad will come in handy for today. So today's episode is going to keep these short and sweet, you guys, just because I haven't seen you guys in a while, and I want to, you know, just make it short and sweet. We will do just a segment, of course, like we always do, and then we'll get with the tea with Quee, and we'll get into that after we go over the main subject here. So the main subject for today is it's okay. It is okay. As someone who struggles with perfectionism and wanting to be liked and wanting people to like me and caring about what other people think about me, and also putting a lot of pressure on myself all the time, I have to tell myself constantly, like, it's okay. It's okay because there's nothing you can do about it. When things are out of your control, all you can do is be accountable, pray about it, and try to move on. Not that I was going to say try to move on the best you can, but you just have to try to move on in the best way that you know how. And so that's what we're going to talk about today. It's okay. If you guys struggle with perfectionism, go ahead and put it in the comments and let me know how you guys deal with it, because for me it's really hard, like at work, in my life. I have a story to tell after this too. And also the reason why this episode came today, because I had the realization when I was today, like I had a realization today, like it's okay. It's fine. You know, of course you want to hold yourself accountable and do the things that you're supposed to do to be a responsible adult, but it's okay if it's not done right now. It's okay if it isn't perfect. It's okay to make mistakes. It's okay to learn from your mistakes. It's okay for people to be mad at you. It's okay for people not to like you. It's okay to no longer be their friend anymore. It's okay, guys. Like I said, as someone who struggles with perfectionism, and I don't think I realized it was that bad until it was like maybe like last year. I mean, I knew it was bad then, but then now, because I'm starting to really gain my self-awareness, I realized like you care way too much, and it's driving you insane, and it's causing stress and brain strain. That's how I feel. I feel like I stress and overthink about so many things, which I'm going to get to why I think that is. But yeah, I just feel like I'm ready to like release my brain of like caring so much and tell myself it's okay. Give yourself a hug. It's totally fine. I say all that to also say that I think that my perfectionism, it started from like, I want to say like middle school. And I say middle school because growing up, I was a very like, I've always been like a different person. I was always myself, like, right? And then I got to middle school and I wasn't really accepted the way that I am. So I was like teased. I had a gap, right? I was teased about that. I was teased about how I dressed or how I did my hair or who I was as a person when I was just being myself. But when you're a kid, you don't really understand. You're just being who you are. Even if you're being annoying a little kid, right? Or you're like maybe not what people want to see or whatever, but just being yourself is freeing, but you don't know that as a child. So it's like then you start to care. And I see a lot of teenagers, like maybe not go to the extreme as I did, which I have, my story is going to keep going, but okay. Go ahead and hit the link in the bio for this half wig from OQ Hair. It is so easy to install and at minimal leave out. I barely left out any hair, y'all. And it looks so freaking natural. I love it. This is one of my favorite wigs. And I'm going to start buying half wigs. Like, when did half wigs come back? Yeah, I guess they never weren't in, but yeah, they got the human hair one now, and it's 180 density, and it's at a great price. So go ahead and hit that link and follow me on TikTok if you want to see how I styled it. You just start to become self-conscious. So by the time I got to high school, I already knew like how to maneuver around to be noticed, but not enough to bring attention to myself so people would leave me alone. And throughout high school, I mean, I had a pretty good high school career. It was nothing like middle school. Obviously, I mean, I was a little bit more like not allowing people to bully me, right? But in middle school, it was just a little worse. So, and also I didn't get bullied to the point that, it was just more like I should have, if I would have had the confidence or known to just tell people like, you're a hater. I'm not bothering you, don't bother me. But you don't know that, right? You just know that you want to be liked and you want people to accept you the way that you are, and they don't. But I was weird. I was weird. Now that I look back, I was weird. But I think, again, I was just being myself without self-awareness. I would just say whatever came to my mind, and I would offend people. And I never understood why would I offend them, right? Like I would be like, oh, I'm sorry. Like I offended you. I didn't mean to. Because I didn't mean to, but that doesn't mean that didn't hurt that person. Or it wasn't weird to say. Then I, got into, I'm not going to go into it, but I was in a controlling, abusive relationship. And then again, here I am, right, wanting to be liked and didn't want my partner to be mad at me. So I tried to be perfect in their eyes or do everything that they said. So it could be a good day. It could be a good relationship if I were to act this way. And when you're in situations like that, it takes you a long time to bounce back to yourself, like years. I've been out of that relationship for 10 years. 10 years. And I still find myself with PTSD. Literally. Like, just the FYI, I'll have, like, me and my boyfriend will have a disagreement about something. And I'm so used to, and I know this is sad that it's so long ago, but I'm so used to people being like mad at me, like to the point where I don't know how the night's gonna end because I pissed this person off, to like just regular relationship, like it really wasn't that deep. He's not lashing out or those kind of things. You're just like, that wasn't normal, but it felt normal in that moment because that's what I was living. And with friendships and people that I was friends with after that relationship, like directly after, I see that I became a follower low self-confidence, you know, just really like living again without self-awareness, because I feel like when you're in bullying or DV situations where someone is oppressing you and you don't know how to not be oppressed, you fall into this where you just want to be accepted, and you try weird different things to be accepted. And I'm not trying to go deep here, but I really do feel like that has done my perfectionism. So even like being performative around people, like I am a very chill person. I'm very chill. I like to just relax. I like to sit back. And I find myself going to social settings really trying, because I want people to like me. I want people to accept me. And it takes a lot of my energy, my social battery, to be out and mingle with people, because I'm forcing it instead of just going and being myself, not caring what I'm going to say. Just, you know, I have self-awareness now. So if I say, I know what or what not to say, and I know my intentions, and I know how to communicate. So I'm gonna live in that at this point, because I would say I don't like to go out because it's just too much for me. It's just, I'm out performing to be something that I'm not. And it's okay if I choose to decline those places. It's okay if I go to those places and have a good time and no one there talks to me. And I'm not talking about men or anything. I'm talking about, you know, like you go out with your friends and like, I'm enjoying my friend, and then sometimes girls will come and like, hey girl, let's take a shot. Like, and then I start to become performative. But it's like, I could just be myself, and it's okay if no one interacts with me at the club. It's fine. It's not that deep, and it's not that important, because it doesn't matter. It's okay. And I really want to start living in that. I want to start living in the mindset that it is okay. It is okay for the house to not be in tip-top shape all the time. I will like not wash the dishes, and I will beat myself down because I didn't wash the dishes. I mean, I let it go, right? But in the back of my head, I'm like, you didn't wash the dishes, you didn't wash the dishes. I have to tell myself, hey, Queida, it's okay. It's fine. I don't know. That's what I do to cope with it. I don't know if you guys in the comments, like I said, let me know how you guys cope with it. But I just think, I know there's other people who strive. On TikTok, I see conversations about people who say they overthink and their mind is always going, and I'm exhausted because I have PTSD, I think. And when you know and you have the self-awareness, it's fine. So yeah, I'm going to start living in that. I'm excited about it. I'm excited to move more of like not caring what people think about me and living in my truth and who I am, along again with the self-awareness. I think that I'm not perfect, but I'm a great person. I'm funny. And I have a lot to offer to people, a lot of love to give. And I am capable of all things, as are you, as of anyone watching this. Like, you guys should be saying that to yourself. And I think, again, not caring what people think is really going to help. I mean, I'm still human, so I'm going to get used to that. So I hope this resonates with somebody, and I hope, you know, people who are going through perfectionism and wanting to be accepted, wanting to be liked, be yourself and you will. I have to say again, with self-awareness. Because some people, you know, like I've been that girl that is herself and that she doesn't have the self-awareness, and it's either I'm annoying or I'm doing too much, and then people don't receive it anyway. So yeah, just be yourself and don't care what people think about you. And that is the topic for today. I went kind of deep there, and so I hope that you guys appreciate the message that I'm trying to provide here, and just know to love yourself and take care of yourself, do things for yourself, have boundaries, all the above. So, yeah. All right, let's get into our next segment, Tea with Quee. All right, you guys, Tea with Quee. You know, that's where we have the tea and we are sipping it. Let's go ahead and let's get into it. All right, first thing up, and don't worry, that's cranberry juice. Jordyn Woods and Tristan Thompson. So I don't even remember the year. I think it was like 2019. You know, Jordyn Woods, they say that she had something with Tristan Thompson, and of course it was a whole scandal. It was everywhere. You know, Khloe going at Jordyn. Jordyn went on Red Table Talk, and it was a hot mess. Well, now Jordyn is engaged to, oh gosh, what is her fiance's name? Carl Anthony Towns. Okay, sorry y'all. But yeah, she's engaged to Carl Anthony Towns. Let's see who he plays for, because I have no idea. He plays for the New York Knicks, is her fiance. They got engaged back in December. It was so beautiful. I just want to start off with saying Jordyn looks fabulous. She went on her bachelorette trip, I think like last week or 2 weeks ago, with her sister and also a bunch of her friends, and Kylie was not in attendance. And so people were in the comments like, where's Kylie? You guys, her and Kylie, it's like one of those friendships that you're close at one point, you fall out, you make up, but you're not as close as you were, right? I don't think it would be appropriate for Kylie to be at her bachelorette. Will she be invited to the wedding? I would like to see. I do feel like Kylie would go. I do feel like Kylie would go to the wedding. And now, all people are also now bringing up the Tristan and Jordyn situation again, like almost 7 years later. And a lot of people are in the comments like bashing her, saying she's still a homewrecker, she doesn't deserve this, like she's still gonna get karma, all of these things. I had a TikTok video where I broke it down, because I feel like a lot of the women, because it was all women in the comments, like she's still wrong and she still broke up a family. And this, you guys are pick-me's. You are the women that husbands cheat on you over and over and over again, and the only person you're mad at is the woman. Okay? And I just honestly, like, I had to break it down. If you watch Red Table Talk, she went to a party at Tristan's house after the club. Stay with me. She didn't feel uncomfortable there because she knew Tristan. Tristan's like family. Tristan dates her best friend's sister, which is like her sister, right? Jordyn leaves the party. Tristan kisses her before she leaves. Where she messed up is she did not tell Khloe the truth when Khloe asked her how the party was. Then it came out on the tabloids that they were messing around, they were all over each other, da da da. Jordyn Woods took a lie detector test to prove that none of that was true. Tristan, on the last season, or 2 seasons ago, on the Kardashians, even went and said, I want to apologize to Kylie and tell Jordyn I'm sorry. What are you sorry for? You're sorry because you know that you kissed her and you put her in this predicament because you're trash, Tristan. Sorry, I said it. You may have changed, he may evolve, but at that time, you were trash. But I like Khloe, okay? However, we have to hold her accountable too. She took Tristan back so many times before that, and she took it out on the wrong person. She took it out on Jordyn when she should have been taking all of it out on Tristan. Yes, be mad at Jordyn because she didn't tell you the truth from the beginning, but you're taking it out on the wrong person. And when people get mad, even if they're friends or whatever, they show you who they really are. And she saw. But she broke away from that family. Now she's doing fabulous. She's getting engaged to a man with a lot of money. They've been dating for a while now. And she's enjoying the lead up to the marriage, and I'm happy for her. And I also said in my TikTok video, I truly believe people are only bringing up that situation that's so irrelevant at this point because they're jealous. Whenever people have good things going on, whenever people are trying to do well with their lives, they're trying to be better every step of the way, people will find a way to bring you down. They'll try anyway, and you have to persevere and ignore the noise. So shout out, congratulations to Jordan. She looks good every time I see her online. So yeah, shout out to Jordan Woods. Congratulations on your engagement. Next up, Julez, Beyonce's nephew, and Tommie Lee were spotted. I know I might be a couple weeks old, but they were spotted out together. And I just want to say, I mean, I personally think it's weird when older adults date super young adults. I mean, like, I feel like if it's like play, I don't know, I'm not an older adult yet, so I can't say, but as a 30-year-old, I have no interest in an 18-year-old. 18, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, no interest, right? However, if the older adult and the younger adult, mess around and do what they do, that's on them. I mean, like I said, I don't know if I would do it, but they do it, and I don't judge it. But I think where it gets a little murky for me is when you try to intertwine the lives, like try to be serious. Like Drea and Jalen, that's weird to me. You had a baby by him. Like, if you want to date him, I mean, I just feel like if you want to play, that's cool. But like to be serious with somebody that's like, you're 40 and you're 22, you're with a 22, 23-year-old, like, you know that they have not experienced life the way you have. Even being 30, you know, it's just like something you know, and I think it's weird. But anyway, they were out spotted together, and it was like they were all over each other, and people were just like, Julez, what the heck, da da da. But I will say, like, if I was a celebrity's like nephew, child, it's probably really hard to like just live and be without everybody just in your business. And I think he just wants to experience life as a 21-year-old kid or adult, young adult. You know what I mean? Like, date who he wants, go out with who he wants, I mean, you know, just because his aunt is Beyonce, like, it doesn't mean he can't live his life. Now, if it's just fun, go ahead, Julez and Tommie, have fun. Just please don't make it deep where she's pregnant and now you guys are married. Like, it just gets a little weird, but I don't really feel any way about it. I think Tommie knows better, but it's Beyonce's nephew. Why wouldn't she? And he's handsome. He's very good looking. So she's like, why not? But she did post something on her Instagram. If I have it, I'll post it here. That she had fun, but she's not the type of girl. She's moving on. So maybe it was just a parlay for the night. I don't know. Yeah, so that's Julez and Tommie. And let me know what you guys think in the comments about that, because the internet was up in arms, y'all. Up in arms. All right, last topic, which is not like a super messy, juicy one. This is a super serious one. I do like true crime, so I said I'm gonna start adding true crimes in the tea with Quee if I can. I did add one in the last one, but I wanted to add one in this one. Wife Nancy Bowen, and I'll put the pictures right here, was murdered by her husband Stephen Bowen, and she was found Wednesday, April 1st. She was shot 3 times, covered in a blanket, and after he admitted to shooting her, and after shooting her, he admitted that he went downstairs and lay down. I'm not sure how long before the police came to do a wellness check that she was like not living, or you know, no longer here with us. They did say on the news that she missed like a day of like meetings and stuff, and that wasn't like her, so that's what prompted them to go do a wellness check. They did say that it was from domestic violence, and she was the vice mayor of Florida, and she was like gonna run for Congress, and she had all of these wonderful things like she was gonna accomplish, and her husband killed her. And all I have to say is, if your spouse is the enemy, you have to get away from them. You're never going to prosper. They're never going to allow it. And if you do make it without them stopping you, they're going to make your life a living hell because they're jealous of you. And I know people want to make it work and stay together because their parents were married for 30 years, and if someone is not treating you right, and you know, arguments in a relationship is one thing, being with somebody that maybe you're not equally yoked, or you know, it's like different things, like how you guys grew up, different factors. But if it's like someone who's putting their hands on you, controlling you, belittling you, talking to you bad, you don't need to be with that person. That is not the person for you. That person needs help. Here's a picture of him. He looks like he had nothing going. I didn't even look up his background because I don't care. He is, I don't know what the charges are, but he is charged with premeditated murder because they're saying that he premeditated it. I don't know the details. If I do, and I do another tea with Quee, I will update, but it's just very sad. And I feel really bad because in December, they had to bury her brother due to suicide. So her family just buried her brother. They're feeling some type of way about that. March comes and now she's gone. Because her husband is jealous and can't get his life together, so he had to end her. Stay away from anybody who's jealous of you. Friend, boyfriend, mother, father, cousin. If you know, just leave. And it's not easy to leave, but you gotta start setting up that escape because it's very sad. And I feel, just listening to the story made me feel like so sad for her, her family. And it's like, what was he thinking? Like, if you're like, why don't you just leave her? I don't know how long they were married for. I didn't write that down. They didn't say. But I did see a video from their wedding. And it just looked fake and performative on his part. And she looked like she was happy that she was getting married. And, you know, she was supposed to live happily ever after with somebody. And it just didn't go that way. So prayers to her and her family. If I get any more updates, then I would definitely let you guys know. Okay, you guys, this concludes the 4th episode of Queidatalks. And remember, it's okay. It's okay to take time for yourself and not feel guilty. It's okay for your house to be a mess. I mean, of course, eventually you need to clean it up, but it's okay to live your life unapologetically, be who you are authentically. And again, I'm going to say, have that self-awareness of who you are as a person and for those social skills, and be yourself, because that is what's going to bring what you want into your life. Again, my name is Queida, and I'm so happy that you guys were able to watch my 4th episode. And if you guys can give this video a thumbs up, that is great. And if you watch this video all the way through, just want to know that I love all of you guys that watch my videos. And I know I'm still small, but one day I will be big, and I'm gonna keep saying that. And I'm gonna just remember these episodes where we're in my house and in my glam room making it happen. So, and also make sure you guys subscribe. We're trying to get to 1,100 subscribers. If we can get to 1,100, we will have a special episode, and you don't want to miss that. So thank you guys. Bye.